Hi guys, you're welcome back to my channel. This is Funny Babes Diaries. Thank you to my returning subscribers. You know I love you from the very depth of my heart. And if today is your first time of joining us on this channel, you are highly welcome. Kindly subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to put on your notification button to get you notified anytime there's a new video upload on this channel. Welcome guys. Thank you for tuning in today. Hello guys, you're welcome back again. So in today's video I'm going to be discussing about what you need to have if you're traveling to Bènin Republic, most especially Cotonou. You know, Cotonou is not the capital of Benin as many people would think. Port Novo is the capital of Bènin Republic, but Cotonou is very popular and famous because it's the commercial headquarters. It's the commercial capital, of Bènin Republic. So Cotonou is very popular. So in this video, I want to tell you what you need to have if you're traveling to Bènin Republic. So I'm going to start by saying the first and the very important thing that you need to have if you're coming to Bènin Republic is your passport, your Nigerian passport as a Nigerian. If you're coming to Bènin Republic, you need to have this passport, except you don't want to come in legally. But if you know you want to come into Bènin Republic legally, you need to have your passport. The second item you need to have when you're coming to Bènin Republic is also your yellow card, because it's this yellow card that will enable you to be able to stamp your passport as a Nigerian. So you need to get this yellow card. You can get this from Port Health authorities. They are the department that takes care of I think vaccinations for people that are traveling out of the country and all. Port Health, I think there's one that's close to the airport in Lagos. We have Port Health in different states in Nigeria, so you just have to locate Port Health Authority and then get this yellow card. But before you can get this yellow card, you are going to be injected with yellow fever vaccine, and the second vaccine is for meningitis. So these two vaccines, you need to get them before you can travel to Cotonou, and they are going to indicate it inside the booklet that you've taken your vaccinations. That is the second thing you need to get if you're traveling to Bènin Republic. So number one is your international passport, and secondly, you need your yellow card, because when you get to the border, they're going to ask you for this yellow card before your international passport can be stamped if you're traveling to Bènin Republic legally. But if you know you want to cut corners and then cross the border in illegal ways, you may not need this. Okay, so another thing is you need currency. You need the CFA currency. That's the Bènin Republic currency. It's not only Bènin Republic that make use of this CFA. If you check one of my previous videos, I listed the countries. There are 8 countries, 8 West African countries that make use of CFA. So CFA is the currency we use in Bènin Republic. So if you're traveling to Benin, you need CFA, and you can easily get that by the time you get to the border. There are some bureau de change personnel that are very close to the border. The only downside to it is that their rates are not so good, because they know you are desperate at that time. You need to change money so that you can after getting access into the border, they know you need the currency. So their rates are so high, and if it's not advisable, but sometimes there's nothing you can do, especially if you're just coming in with only Naira in your pocket. So once you enter the border, there are people that change money around there. You can just change a few Nairas from them, and then when you get to maybe the market, or maybe when you get into the town itself, then you can now change in larger amounts. So you need currency, that's the CFA currency, if you're coming into Benin Republic. Before, Nigerian currency used to have a higher value than Benin Republic. I learned that sometimes, that back in the days, if you come in with 1,000 naira, getting to Benin Republic, they will give you like 3,000 naira. So that's like ratio 1 to 3. But now, let me not deceive you, we are on the same economic value, if I may put it that way. I'm not so much of an economist, but our money has the same value right now. Sometimes if you even bring 1,000 naira, they are going to give you 1,000 CFA straight up. It depends on the exchange value at each point in time, at every particular time. I think the last one I know of was 968 naira to 1,000 CFA. You can see there's no much difference, and somebody even told me they did 1,000 naira to 1,000 CFA direct for her. So I think it depends on who is changing the money for you, and also it depends on the exchange value at that time. Another thing you need to come in with is, this will sound funny, but trust me, it's the truth. You need to come with your boldness. Yes, if you're traveling on that road, coming to Benin Republic via road, trust me, you need to come with your boldness, or else you're going to be intimidated on the way. Yes, security operatives on the way are not smiling. At each point they are stopping you, they are bombarding you with questions. What are you going to go and do? Who are you going to go and meet? Those. Sometimes I see it as irrelevant questions, all just so they can extort money from you. They just want to have every opportunity to just extort money from you, because I don't know, it's just so ridiculous. But if you're coming, you need to come with your boldness, or else you're going to be intimidated. I'm not saying you should go when you're traveling, when you meet any person, you should be just talking to them anyhow. No, I'm not saying that. If they ask you a question, make sure you answer them directly. Show them that you are not scared, because you're traveling legally, so you're not scared of anything. I remember when the border was still under lock. I traveled that time, and then they will stop us like this and tell everybody, come out. At different points, you would think they went for rehearsal of what they are going to say at each point. Everybody come down. Hope you know that the border is locked. This is illegal, blah, blah, blah. And then they will extort money from you, and then you don't have anything to do, because there's nothing you can do, because you just want to get to your destination. And also, but now I think it's better now, because the border is open, and once you have your passport and then you have your yellow card, you're going to meet different personnel on the way. You're going to meet immigration, you're going to meet customs, you're going to meet the Nigerian Army, you're going to meet NDLEA, you're going to meet DSS, at different points. So you need your boldness. So that you don't get intimidated. And another thing is hotel reservation, hotel accommodation. Except you have somebody there, maybe family or friends or something, that are willing to accommodate you. But if you don't have, you need somebody to make hotel reservations for you. I'm going to leave my phone number, my WhatsApp number, in the description box below, in case you need help in that area. I can make hotel reservations and stuff for you, accommodation for you. So you need your hotel reservation, and trust me, hotels in Cotonou are not cheap. They are not. It depends on your pocket, really. You can still get hotels for like 10,000 naira per night, but they are not so cool. But I think the nice hotels should start from 20,000, 25 or thereabout per night. So but you need your hotel reservation, hotel or accommodation, any type of accommodation. So there are 3 ways you can travel to Benin Republic. Number 1 is by land, air, or sea. I was told that the sea can be very, very dangerous. I know that air and land have their dangers also, but I was told that the sea could be very, very dangerous because sometimes the customs might be chasing after smugglers or something, and then maybe the boat driver, is it a driver that is it boat driver or something? I don't know. And the person controlling the boat might not even want to stop for any checks at all. So there's all that sometimes there might be a chase and then shootout. And I'm not trying to scare you if you choose to travel through the sea. I've seen so many people that traveled to Bènin Republic through the sea, but I'm just saying that you can either travel by air, land or sea to Benin, so the choice is yours, but then you have to be careful, please. And also if you're traveling by land, and that's through road, if you're traveling to Benin Republic through road, make sure you leave very early. If you don't leave early, you might be caught up in mile 2 traffic. Because sometimes mile 2 traffic is just okay, like I said, you can leave early. Like 2 times when I was still living in Lagos, I've taken Uber rides directly to Seme because I had luggages back then. The first time my Uber didn't come very early, it came around, I think that was around past 10 or thereabout. So I got to the border. It was a direct movement, so there was no braking at all. I got to the border around, I think 2 or 4, I can't really remember. But the second time I took Uber from Aja to Seme directly, my Uber, it was supposed to pick me on a Sunday, but it missed the appointment, so he rescheduled with me for Monday morning. And then by 5 a.m. he came to my house. He picked me up by 5 a.m. Trust me, by 9 a.m. that very day, I was already thinking, oh, I'm going to go and sit inside traffic at mile 2, considering the fact that it was a Monday. So I was already thinking, oh, why did you miss the appointment yesterday, blah, 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 like that. But thankfully, that very Monday was a public holiday. He came to my house 5 a.m. in the morning, picked me up, and trust me, by 9 a.m. I was already at Seme border. I was about to cross. In fact, that made me to drag my feet. Like, I wasn't even in a hurry because I was going home now. So I wasn't even in a hurry to cross and all that. You know, it was just 4 hours from Aja to Seme back then. So that's why I'm advising, if you're traveling, you can travel on a public holiday. The roads are very, very free. So take my word on that. For those of you that don't live in Lagos, if you're traveling to Benin Republic through the road, you need to when you get to Lagos, the first thing is find your way to mile 2, and then from mile 2 to Seme border. But I'm going to tell you how to take that transportation later. But right now, I want to tell you, if you're traveling to Benin Republic, make sure you leave your house very early, or you travel on a public holiday. The roads are always free on those days. And again, you can choose to travel on a weekend, especially Sundays. I know the roads are always free, especially that mile 2 part. On Sundays is fair. It's always fair. So you can leave early or pick a public holiday or maybe a weekend. Okay, so right now I want to tell you how to take transportation to Seme border before you cross the border. Do you know the first time I went to Cotonou? No, that was not the first time. My very first time in Cotonou was in 2007 when my big sister took all of us to Cotonou on a weekend getaway. And then the following weekend, I followed my second sister there because she went back to get some Ankara fabric. So I followed her like 2 weekends consecutively. I traveled to Cotonou, and that was my very first experience. And that was way back in 2007. But recently, the first time I traveled to Cotonou on my own, I got to mile 2. Then from mile 2, I boarded a taxi going to Seme border, and that was 4,000 naira. To Seme border. But on another trip that I took, before the bus that took me got to mile 2, there was a riot in mile 2. So the bus just dropped us in the middle of nowhere. Thank God I didn't travel with luggage that very day. I was just with my backpack. Thank God. Thankfully, I was with only my backpack. So as the bus driver just told us to come down at the middle of nowhere. I don't even know. I started following people that were going. I could not even determine where I was. We started putting leg in different dirty water and all. Anyway, to cut the long story short, we came out from, I think, one of these Festac gates. So coming out of that gate, I was thinking, should I go back to, then I was still in Lagos, Ajah. I was thinking, should I go back to Ajah or should I proceed in this journey? I was really, destabilized that day. So luckily for me, I saw a bus calling people for Badagry roundabout. So in my head, I thought, okay, Badagry roundabout, if I take this one now, I'm closer to Seme border. So I took the Badagry roundabout bus, and that was 800 naira. So getting to Badagry roundabout, and then I came out from the bus park. At the roundabout, at the Badagry roundabout, I saw some taxis lined by the side, and then I saw they were calling Seme. I said, how much is Seme? They said 300. I was like, woo! The riot was a blessing in disguise for me, because then I always take 4,000 from Mile 2 to Seme. So that day I took a bus from Mile 2 to Badagry roundabout, then that was 800, then Badagry roundabout to Seme was just 300 naira. So that was just 1,100 for something I would have paid 4,000 naira for. Always take Badagry roundabout, then from Badagry roundabout to Seme, or from Seme to Badagry roundabout, then from Badagry roundabout to Mile 2. It's very, very cost effective. If you're somebody that wants to cut cost, so you can follow that directive. And if you need more information from me, I'm going to leave my WhatsApp number in the description below. You can contact me for any information. Don't let me forget to sound this note of warning to you, especially if you're somebody that likes to take selfies or make videos like myself. Once you get to the border, you know what you should do? Tuck in your phone into your pocket or your handbag. Don't ever try to make videos or to take selfies while crossing the border. I had an horrible experience I'm going to share with you right now. So I'm a YouTuber, so anywhere I go, sometimes I just want to make videos and all, so as to show you guys. So I got to the border that day. And I was trying to make just a little video, an innocent video. That was how one immigration officer saw me and was like, oh, you want to come and implicate us, blah, blah, blah. There are lots of things that go on at the border. If you know, you know. I'm not going to tell you. So they took me to their office. Before you know it, they were trying to escalate things and all that. They took me to their office. Unfortunately for my enemy that day, I was holding my tripod stand. So everything gave me out as a journalist, of which I am not. I'm not even a journalist. I was trying to explain to them that they weren't even having any of it. They weren't even listening to me. They were just saying, you want to come and expose us, blah, blah, blah. To cut the long story short, do you know I was delayed for hours? And that very day, I was going to Ibadan. So I was supposed to catch the train by 4 p.m., the train leaving Yaba train station. By the way, if you've not watched my videos on the new train system in Nigeria, I have 2 videos on that. Kindly go and check it out. I'm going to leave the link to the videos in my description box. So I have 2 videos on train stations in Nigeria. So please kindly watch it, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. Okay, so that's by the side. I was going to Ibadan that day to go and catch the train. That was how they delayed me for several hours. And then they told me they are going to format my phone. Yes. My phone was formatted. All the documents I had on my phone, everything wiped off, everything. Like my phone became brand new. So according to them, the border is a security, a special place, a security place where you can't, anything going on in the border is not supposed to go out. And also, please let me warn you, if you are passing the border, if you're crossing the border, put your phone in your, don't even say you want to receive call, because they might think you are doing something else with it. So just put your phone in your pocket or in your handbag. I have warned you. I have warned you. Learn from my experience. Do you know that very day I almost missed the train by half a minute or something, because before they even gave me ticket for the train that day, the ticketer had to call the train to ask if I could make it. Yes, if not for one luggage guy that followed me, that dragged my bag, I wouldn't have made it, because I had a backpack and I also have a box that I was traveling with that day. So the luggage guy jacked my box, and then we're running through the escalator, through the lift and all. But I was lucky that day, thank God, as I opted into the train and paid the guy, that was when they shut the doors. I didn't even enter through my cabin. Go and watch my video. I stated it there. I didn't even enter through my cabin. I had to enter through from a very distance. Then anyway, I was already in the train, so I started maneuvering my way till I got to my cabin that day. I entered from 5 coaches away from my allocated seat because of what they did to me at the border. So please, if you're passing the border, put your phone in your pocket. Also, when you cross the border going into Cotonou town, you're going to see some taxis by the side. Immediately you enter the border, they will be calling you Cotonou and all that. They will tell you it's 1,500 CFA. There was a time I got another one that took 1,000 CFA, and I'm like, oh, really? So this thing can actually come down. Do you know that particular one that took me for 1,000 CFA, that I was even happy, like, hey, so they've been cheating me all this while and all. By the time we moved forward a little bit, it's a trekkable distance. By the time we moved forward a little bit, it took some other people for 500 CFA, and I'm like, really? So you've just heard me and all that? I even told you jokingly. Anyway, I was like, no, I'm also going to pay 500. It was not like that. I should please now, and no. So he was like, no, I should please. I shouldn't, but he's going to drop me at home. It was actually meant to drop me at home with my 1,000 CFA, but later it was really getting dark, so he gave me change, and he even stopped by the roadside and got me a keke. They call it keke, no, that's their bike in Cotonou. They call it keke, no, and then the bike man took me home. So what I'm trying to say is, if you're new in Cotonou, you might not know, they will collect 1,500 from you, but if you have the bargaining power, or if you move forward a bit, you're going to get a taxi that is going into Cotonou for 500 CFA, trust me. So guys, I think this video is getting really long. Watch out for the second part of this video, where I'm going to tell you the things I love about Cotonou. If you really want to know, please watch my next video. Thank you for sticking by. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you really want to get more information from me. And do not forget to put on your notification bell to notify you anytime I upload a new video. Thank you guys. See you in my next video. Bye.